Keeping you informed. This is In.form on WBDC and 18 WJTS.
Welcome to In.form here on 101 Country WBDC and 18 WJTS. I'm your host, Amanda Tempel, and I am here with Kyle Rupert with the Jasper Arts. Kyle, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. It is a big day for you.
It has been something of a day.
I would say so. And you are here because we are unveiling the 50th anniversary celebration. You've got quite a lineup. What does this mean to you? 50 years. That's incredible.
Yeah, well, I think it just shows all of the support that the citizens of Jasper and the surrounding area have shown to our department for 5 decades. At the time the department was created, when the idea came to mind and was brought up, there were a lot of folks who were kind of caught off guard by it and weren't sure if it was something that a city could do at the time. Even the state, when they first got that budget, were unsure if a city could do something like this. And fortunately, we had the right people at the right time here in the community who were able to throw their support behind it and put together the resources and got the facility built, had the right people to carry the programming part of it forward, and been able to keep it going for 50 years now.
And it's been, 50 years. You've had some fantastic performers over the years, and you've kept that up. The bar is set very high for all of the programs that you have, and this lineup is no exception. I'm sure you went through a lot of planning for this, and you got your lineup. Let's dive into it. Tell us who we got.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing, too, we've had Tony Bennett has performed in Jasper, Florence Henderson, Vicki Lawrence, Marie Osmond, Winona Judd, and the list goes on. And it's usually about 1, maybe 2 a year where we're fortunate enough to have them come through. And this season, really what we wanted to try to do is just hit after hit after hit. I would say to that end, there's never a bad show that we've brought in, but just the sheer level of notable artists that we've brought this season, I think, is a testament to the support we were able to garner. So God, I don't even know where to start. Of course, I think the names that are going to jump off that most people would recognize is LeAnne Rimes coming in December.
Yes. That for me, I love LeAnne Rimes. Her career has been phenomenal.
Yeah.
She has, she started out one of the biggest country stars of the 90s and then transformed into this pop superstar. Some of the most iconic songs, of the last 25 years. And I know I saw her a few years ago in concert. People are going to be blown away because she brings the classic country. She brings all of the hits you love. She's got a new album, God's Work. So this is going to be a show. I know this one is going to sell out in record time. So we're really excited. Playing her music, we're really excited for that one for sure. Yeah,
and it's really fun to really introduce Jasper as well to the artists and their teams when we come calling and they're so like, wait, who is this? Who's talking to us? And that's a lot of fun too. And so having that work out is just incredible. Mandy Patinkin is someone that a lot of people are going to know from different areas. I know when I was talking with my mom, and I showed her a picture from when he was on the show Criminal Minds, because she was a really big fan of that show, and she was excited. But then when she looked at the season guide, of course he's much older now. And she's like, who's this guy? I thought you said. And I was like, that's the same guy. So some people know him from Broadway. Some people know him from TV. Of course, for those who follow or are big fans of the film Princess Bride, he played Inigo Montoya. So a lot of people who are going to be familiar with his work. And then the Plain White Tees coming into town for all of us millennials out there. Coming in on Valentine's Day.
Ooh.
You're welcome, everyone.
Right, we just
figured out your Valentine's plans. We were excited, and especially with them and Mandy as well, just how far out the show is booked. That's not necessarily a typical thing from what we found. So that's exciting, too. And just like up and down then, I can't say enough good things about all the artists, but those are probably the ones that people are going to be the most familiar with in a general sense. And then you get into some of the more genres. And you will have to stop me because I will go through and just talk nonstop about the season. But Ailey 2 and Step Africa in terms of dance, it would be hard to find better representations of dance in the field, and Ailey 2 especially this is the next generation of dance is how it's built, and these are dancers that are, they're handpicked and selected. Like, these are the next best dancers in the world, and so we're thrilled that they were available. They happened to be coming through, and when we were talking with them, we were able to work that out. So it's going to be quite the season.
Yeah. So, and what's great about this season and every season that you do, there's actually something for everyone. Mm-hmm. Whatever you're into, there's going to be something, whether it's Broadway, whether it's jazz, different formats of music, there is something for everyone. Is there a family show this year as well?
So we have a matinee, and that's Step Africa. So we don't necessarily have a kid-themed show,
mm-hmm.
But I mean, truly, for most of these performances, I would say that you could bring, a kid to them. It's not like there's any that I would say, oh, don't bring, the content's not going to be appropriate.
Right.
It's just, what are they interested in? We'll have kids at Step Africa. We'll have kids at Ailey too. It's not going to feature Peppa Pig or Bluey or anything like that. We weren't able to work any of those shows out this year, but I would say Step Africa is our matinee. So if you don't want them out too late, that would be the one I would steer people toward. And it's high energy. It's engaging. It's got mixtures of some traditional dance elements from West Africa, but also some contemporary, step dancing. Yeah. So they're going to pick up a lot of really interesting things from that.
Right. Is there anything, I know you've been working on this for a long time, any performance that you were really looking forward to this year?
Man, that's like asking me which one of my kids is my favorite.
Right.
They're all so incredible. I think, having LeAnne Rhymes, having Mandy Patinkin, having Play MITs is just an incredible opportunity to highlight our community.
Right.
It's one of the things we try to do is bring artists in that for a lot of people who grew up here, live here, or live in the area, maybe would never have thought that they would have a chance to see them perform live, and we're able to provide that opportunity. But it also helps bring people that maybe wouldn't have thought to come to Jasper for some other reason to come in, and then they get to experience our community and see all that it has to offer. And so we're really excited about that, and I think all of these artists will do that. I'm excited to bring Yumi Kurosawa with her koto. She's one of the best koto players in the world. That's something that you're not going to have a chance to see every day. So we're excited to be able to bring that opportunity. Walk Off the Earth is a group that the way they cover songs, and they have the original music too, but the way they put their music together just shows how much they understand about music and the process of making music, and their creativity, I think, is really exciting to watch. And so they may be the one group that people may be the least familiar with, other than their loyal fan base. But I would encourage people to look them up because they are truly fantastic.
Absolutely. And this entire lineup, you can find this on your website. Remind us what that is.
JasperArts.org.
And tickets. I know you have several ticket tier packages you can do, but also tickets go on sale very soon, and tickets go very fast. If you're a local community member and you're thinking about, oh, maybe we'll do that weekend, it doesn't necessarily turn out that way because those tickets for some of those shows go very fast.
Yeah, especially the backstage shows. So we have a series of shows we call our backstage series, and that's where the audience actually sits on stage with the artists. And so it's a much more intimate feel. It's very sort of low key, but there's only 140 seats that we allow for those performances, and so those tickets tend to go very quickly. In fact, it wouldn't surprise me if very soon after they go on sale on the 5th that they're going to be, some of those will be sold out because of how quickly they go. And then the other shows like LeAnne Rhymes and Play My Tees, I'm sure those will go quickly too, especially if you have a particular kind of seat you're wanting to get. So definitely, and the fastest way is to go online. You can view what it's going to look like from the seat. You can select your seats. You can do all that stuff online and get them right there in your inbox that day. So I definitely would encourage folks to get there sooner rather than later because there's no guarantee.
Right. And those tickets, they go on sale this Saturday, correct?
10 a.m. Eastern.
10 a.m. Eastern. Anything else you want to share about the upcoming season?
Yeah. Just want to highlight, too, folks have the option to build their own season. They don't have to rely on our own choices. So they can go in and pick 3 or more shows and save a little bit. The tickets are fairly reasonably priced, I think, anyway. And certainly our box office fees are much lower than a lot of other places. But they can go a little deeper into that savings if they pick 3 or more shows. They just select the Your Season Your Way option, and that gives them the ability to pick 3 or more shows, and they can save some money off of the tickets.
Well, all right. So again, this Saturday morning at 10 a.m., that's when they're going on sale. Kyle, thank you so much for being here. Best of luck with this season. You've done a phenomenal job of planning and getting like the ultimate lineup. So congratulations to you.
Thank you very much, and thanks for everybody's help. It takes a whole committee of people to put it together, and it wouldn't be possible without them.
All right. This is In.form on 101 Country, WBDC, and 18 WJTS.
This has been In.form on WBDC and 18 WJTS. Catch past episodes on our social media pages and our websites. If it matters to you, it matters to us. In.form.